Life is busy. Disciple making is slow. But we can find rest and hope in Jesus. Welcome to 419 Moment of Encouragement, created to bring you short messages, scriptures, testimonies, and prayers to keep us focused on the kingdom of God and His promises.
Hello and welcome to this episode of A Moment of Encouragement. My name is Beth Laurie and I'm your guide. I love the way Jesus teaches His disciples. He first uses words and then He sends them out to practice. We all need practice. I was pondering this week in Matthew 10:16 and 17. Jesus says, "I'm sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves." Jesus is empowering His disciples and has given them specific instructions. They were to preach, to heal the sick, and to proclaim the kingdom of God. But they must take care because He is sending them out into a world ruled by Satan. Jesus is telling them that the world will be dangerous. If they're going to thrive in their calling, then they must become a certain type of person, like Christ Himself, who is innocent and shrewd. Snakes hide in unseen places, strike to kill, and can take down a human easily. Snakes, in Bible times, were signs of wisdom. Snakes were often mounted on the staff of kings in Egypt, Mesopotamia, and Greece to show victorious ruling. And that is what Jesus is saying to His disciples. Be wise. They were to understand, like the Master, that humans are flawed and not to be trusted until proven trustworthy, as written in John 2:24. Doves were considered to be pure in Bible times. It was used by God as a messenger of the Lord with Noah and at Jesus' baptism. Some would translate the word innocent to practice gentleness, like the fruit of the Spirit in Galatians 5:23. The disciples are being asked to commit no evil. They are to love everyone and treat them gently. Overall, Jesus is asking them to be tough-minded and tender-hearted. At the same time, He recognizes the need for blending opposites. He knew that His disciples would face a difficult and hostile world where they would confront all the injustice and evil. He wanted them to have a keen mind that was always looking and listening for the things that were not aligned with God's truth. And at the same time, He wanted them to have a gentle spirit to respond to people with grace and love. The instruction applies to us today every bit as it did in that first century disciple. We must combine the toughness and wisdom of the serpent with the softness and the gentleness of a dove. Be tough-minded with a tender heart. Jesus was shrewd when religious leaders, His own disciples, or Satan himself tried to sway Him off course. He spoke up for those living in injustice because it was right. He did not care about man-made rules or social norms. He cared about people. And after being firm with them, He turned and was gentle with sinners and those who needed to know the love of God. So where is Satan putting up barriers for you to do good? Is he telling you lies about yourself or others? Can you name those lies? Calling them out allows you to avoid them. And where do you see people being oppressed, broken, or taken captive? Can you find a way to be gentle with them? Maybe we should have a daily prayer asking God to help us be tough-minded and tender-hearted. Father, the enemy tries to get us off course with obstacles, lies, and confusion. Please give us tough minds that can notice these barriers and call them out. And at the same time, we ask that you give us gentle hearts to listen and notice those needing care, love, and words of life. We ask that your Spirit nudge us in both situations and that we would respond appropriately, just like Jesus did. Tough mind, tender heart. Keep learning from Jesus.
Join us next time as we stay faithful and find joy in our journey with Jesus.